What's up, guys? How's it going? And welcome to another video here today. And today we just have a video that is just kind of something interesting that came up. I typically don't talk much about PlayStation or PlayStation Plus or just stuff in general like that. I kind of stray away from things like the console wars and everything because I own most of the consoles. I don't own an Xbox One anymore. I used to. Now I just have the PC and it just works for me, but if you like that kind of stuff, that's fine. But anyway, today's not a console war video, but it has sparked an interesting discussion. But we're going to talk about the Sony PlayStation Plus, like the new revamped version that they just recently released information for, because I think it's interesting, and not in all the right ways or anything like that. There's definitely good stuff about it, but it's certainly a mixed bag as far as I can tell from what I read. I watched some videos, I read some articles, and I feel like I have enough information now to talk about it. And I'm not gonna give you all the information. I'm not here to give you like regurgitate all the information that everybody else says, because that's not what I do here. I do discussion videos. I don't really talk about the news or anything like that in this channel. It's more about how do I feel about it and whether I think that what they did is a good job or not, basically. And well, it's really hard to explain this, because this is the only thing that we have to compare it to, which is the closest to this, is the Xbox Game Pass. And Xbox Game Pass has been doing this for a minute, and it launched in a very different state of mind that the PlayStation Plus new library kind of reward launched as. So it's really hard to even compare this to anything else. It's really hard to compare it to what Nintendo does, because they also do something completely different, and we just kind of have to take it as face value by itself. And I think that's also kind of the problem. A lot of people are looking at this and going, well, Xbox Game Pass has this amount of games. Yeah, but Xbox Game Pass has been doing this for a long time now, and Xbox Game Pass launched on a different type of mentality, you know. And I think that itself is a problem that Sony needs to figure it out. That's not our thing to figure it out. That's really something that Sony needs to kind of show what direction they're gonna take. And that's the biggest issue for me. There's no direction in this list. It's just a list of games that they can cheaply add into the library, and they're just like, okay, this is pretty much what we can work with. So needless to say, the library isn't complete. They do say that in the PlayStation blog here, this is kind of like a showcase of them. It's not all of them, but it sounds like for the most part that's gonna be it. Now what is cool about this is it includes like the first tier list is like PlayStation 4 games and some PlayStation 5 games, which is cool. I don't actually have any problems with like the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 catalog. If anything, I'm really excited because they added things like Demon Souls on the PS5, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut by PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. Like some of this stuff is like very, very recent. Miles Morales, Spider-Man, Returnal, like those things are fantastic. That's the stuff that I'm like, yo, this is hitting really close to where they are doing with Xbox Game Pass. To me, this is the good stuff about the PlayStation Plus stuff. Now, going into this stuff that I kind of feel like is kind of weird, and this is gonna be when it comes to the classic catalog of games, is honestly extremely underwhelming. And I don't even mean that the PlayStation 3 catalog, because that's just literally streaming games. So that in and of itself is just a bad experience. I have tried the PlayStation Now service multiple times. Like I tried it when it came out a few years ago, and I tried it very recently with really good internet connection, and it still really sucks. So personally, it's just not something that I'm gonna even try or attempt to try. Not gonna go into that kind of stuff. So the classic stuff is just very underwhelming, and I mean, like, this is supposed to the classic stuff, the PlayStation 1, what it will be, the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PSP. That library is extremely underwhelming, and I don't mean it in like a, oh, okay, well, they added some games, and like it's just very, very small, and not only is it very, very small, I don't think some of these games are classics. They're just games that happen to be on the PlayStation 1. And of course, some of them are already, like, all of them are games that were already available on so they didn't grab games that maybe some people want. Personally, I'm a huge fan of Persona. My main channel is Persona, and I'm like, where's like Persona 1, Persona 2? Those are PlayStation 1 games, right? Or even Persona 3 and 4, that'll be pretty cool. A lot of this stuff is just very iffy kind of stuff, Final Fantasy games and so on. I think what most people consider classics in the PlayStation 1 and the PSP or PS2, they're not gonna be there. I just, seeing that list already just has underwhelmed me to the point that I'm just not even gonna pay for that higher service. I considered it if I saw games that I'll be like, yeah, those games are gonna be games that I want to try to get. Not anymore. Honestly, this whole, like, everything that I've seen from the list and everything just makes me not really want to invest in that service. Overall, again, PlayStation 3 games is cool. That one of the last things that they mentioned, and I don't see anyone talking about, is also the time limited game trials. Now, this is, to me, a feature that should be available for free, or even like on all categories, not just like the highest tier or whatever, because this is on the deluxe plan. This is on I'm sorry, premium deluxe plan. It's not available in like the regular one. I think, to me, this is like, this is what you want, this kind of stuff, so you can do trials and people want to try them out and be interested in possibly buying it. For example, things like third party Cyberpunk 2077, it's already a trial. There's already a trial that is out. They also mentioned that it's gonna be coming out with new games regularly, like half through the month. So like monthly, they're gonna it's gonna refresh monthly, half the way through the month, basically, which is kind of crazy, kind of weird. I don't know, to be honest. I think it's fine. I don't think it's terrible. Like, some people are like bitching about it, or like complaining about how bad the service is. On the other hand, I don't think this is good. I see like thumbnails and videos, and some people are acting like this is like either utter shit or the second coming of Christ. And I'll be like, I'm gonna be a cent feeder here. It's literally right in the middle. It has some good stuff like the PlayStation 5 stuff and the PlayStation 4 stuff. It's pretty cool, but it also has, on the other hand, extremely underwhelming library when it comes to things like the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, PSP, the PS3 just being streaming, which, I mean, it's already available for emulating on the PC, so I don't see why they cannot emulate games on the PS5, because you can do it on I don't know the logistics behind it, so I'm not saying that they should. I'm just saying I don't understand why they wouldn't do something like that. So, but I don't know the answer to that, so I can't really answer my own question there. But anyway, that's it for today, guys. Just kind of giving my opinions and thoughts about it. I'm gonna leave a link to the original blog article by PlayStation, so you don't have to read anything with any opinions or anything, because I think the problem nowadays too is whenever you watch either a YouTuber or a just read an article from like one of these many different publications, is you get the news with an opinion attached to it. And that's kind of why I feel iffy about opinions sometimes when it comes to like watching news videos and that kind of stuff, because you get the news, but you also get so many different opinions as far as like what they think. So you can watch just the blog when it gives you all the information. You can make your own opinion about it and let me know what you think about this. Again, I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think it's good either. I just think it's probably not even worth the time of like having everything they've done so far. That is cool for people that don't have the access to, but I still have my PS3, and this service, like literally as it is right now, other than adding the PlayStation 5 games, didn't add anything of value for myself, because if I wanted any of these games, I could have already done the PlayStation Now, or I could have bought the games, because it doesn't sound like there's anything else special out there for me particularly. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this, guys. Like and subscribe. I try to do more regular videos to this channel. I do have a big Bloodborne video that I'm working on right now, and hopefully I'm gonna be doing some more stuff as more games releases, reviews, and that kind of stuff. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.